C7.6 fuel cells. Fuel cells are important. They are environmentally friendly. They are fairly small for the amount of electricity they produce. They can be used on spacecraft. They can also be used in vehicles as well, to power vehicles. You need fuel and oxygen to be constantly supplied to them. So this is some of the downsides. Hydrogen is difficult to store and fairly expensive to produce. You need an energy supply to actually make the hydrogen gas. And oxygen, which could be a precious commodity on a spacecraft. How they work: hydrogen has to be constantly supplied to this side of the cell. So we need a pressure of hydrogen gas being passed through, and on this side the air is pumped through. Here the hydrogen gas, when it reaches this electrode here, it loses its electrons. So the 4 hydrogen atoms here lose 1 electron each, and they are all passed through the circuit to this side here. So just to show the flow of electrons, this produces hydrogen ions which can move through this membrane here to the centre. So hydrogen gas molecules lose electrons, they form hydrogen ions. On this side, the oxygen in the air picks up those electrons, they react with the hydrogen ions, and they produce the only product, which is water. So this is a major advantage here. Water is the only product, and it's pure enough to be drunk. So astronauts can actually use that as a supply of water. So it has another use as well. You need to know the 2 equations here to describe what's happening. 2 hydrogen molecules lose their electrons, their 4 electrons. They pass through the circuit to the other electrode, and they produce 4 hydrogen ions which can pass through a membrane to the centre. The 4 hydrogen ions can then react with the oxygen which is on the other side of the cell, and that produces water after gaining 4 electrons here. So you need to be familiar with those 2. You need to know that for a fuel cell you need fuel and you need oxygen. You need to be clear on the advantages and the disadvantages of these cells. And we're done.